Boom, I'm in the room. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Old Heale Manor. And live from the Old Heale Manor, I might add. And you're here because there's nothing on the telly. And I'm Lord Heale, your host. Now, let's get on with it. Now, this weekend, the weekend just gone, I had the opportunity, the honour and the privilege of going to Thruxton race circuit, and I was being hosted by True Heroes Racing. Now, remember a couple of weeks ago on the Wednesday show, I interviewed Phil Spencer from True Heroes Racing. Well, off the back of that, he invited me along for the weekend at Thruxton to be with the team, to see what they do. And what I've done is I've done a load of interviews with the team members, and they're going to be dropping very soon. I had a terrific weekend. Now, I can't praise this team enough for what they do. For them, it's not all about the racing. Yes, it's a part of it. It's a hook to get people to come in and be part of it. The main part of it is to help people, predominantly veterans, and they've got regular soldiers or regular service personnel in there as well, because it's all tri-service. And their main focus is looking after people, looking after their mental well-being, assisting with their physical issues. Now, their first rider that they had back in 2012-13 was a guy called Murray, who was a double leg amputee. The surgeon said that he would never be able to ride a motorbike again. That proved them wrong. So Phil got him. They adapted a bike and enabled him to race. But not only race, he went through his yellow bib, he went through his clubman ARU licence, and then he came into the BSB. I mean, at the supersport level, and raced for several years. And the team has grown from there. Now, I had a terrific time. They really did look after me. They fed me, they gave me beer, and they talked to me. And we had lots of conversations over the weekend. And it's a really open, fun place to be. Yes, there's a little bit of stress going on at times. We're trying to get the bikes ready to go out, and if there's a little problem at the end, like one of the bikes wouldn't start. Oh no, that was a panic moment. They've got to go out and onto the track and do the qualifications and all the rest of it, and the bike it wouldn't start. So I had a quick everybody around sort of throwing their tuppence in, and then all of a sudden, boom, it fired up and he jumped on and away he went. And yeah, but you'd be surprised how much time and effort goes into getting a bike out onto the track, and what happens when it comes back in, and all of that. And I've got interviews across the piece. I've got the riders, I've got the mechanics, I've got the chief cooks and bottle washers, I've got everybody, from Jane in the shop to Leon, one of the riders. So it's from that point of view. And I've also got the number two, the second in command. She's one awesome lady, and that'll be coming up in the not too distant future. But it is a great team. It's a massive team effort. And the footprint that they put down is massive. They got 3-4 trucks. They've got a massive great awning. The garage space is big enough to keep to put 3 bikes in and to be able to work around them. So they've got the 2 Ducatis, and they've got the BMW F900, and yeah, a big team effort. And then you've got the corporate side of it. There's a big corporate area to match the size of the garage, and they get and that's where they feed the team. Now, the feeding of the team is brilliant, because what happens there is breakfast is from sort of about 8 till 10, because people are ducking and diving, dodging and weaving and getting things ready, and it's pretty much the start of the day is quite busy, so people will sort of flow through as and when they fit their breakfast in. Lunch is a bit the same. Lunch is normally a cold lunch, a cold buffet type. I mean, a really nice food that they lay on, and that runs over a couple of hours, because the bikes are going in and out and stuff's going on all the time, so people grab lunch when they can. There's coffee on tap all day long, and then in the evening they have a cut-off time, and it's almost set in stone. Everybody comes together for the evening meal, which is their time to just relax and just have a chat, just to finish the day up. And then sometimes they have to go back to work on the bikes or after, or they can chill to the morning. But that is that's how it operates, and it's a terrific environment. So watch out for that series coming. I think the first one's going to be this Wednesday, so it's going to drop in place of the everyday conversations regarding mental health, because that's what the chats that I've had with lots of the people on the team. What else is going on? Well, RT the ship's cat. We popped him to the vet today. Now, nothing to worry about, but every 3 months I have to pop him to the vet so he can get his worm tablet, because he's a twat. He can be a proper little twat when it comes to... We've tried it in the past. We've tried all sorts of methods of trying to get it down. We've used a little syringe thing to pop it in. He spits it out. We tried mashing it up in his food, leaves his food. So the easiest way to do it is take it down, see who's one of the nurses, and they know how to do it properly. Boom, it's in, done. And they also weigh him at the same time and just give him a once over to make sure that he's okay. So he's okay. The positive is he's lost a little bit more weight, so he's at 6 kilos 3. So, and he's come down from 7 kilos 3. So that's good. But cats normally lose a bit of weight during the summer and then put it back on for the winter. But that's him. He's dropped down to 6 kilos 3, which is nice. He's a nice lump now. And old Hudson Hill, well, he's the same. He doesn't change much at all. But this weekend, I did. Lady Hill did loan me her camper van to go to Thruxton in. So I spent 2 nights sleeping in her camper van. Thank you very much. And the payoff was that she managed to borrow my car. She had my car for the weekend. There you go. And it's always a difficult getting back in the car. Obviously, she has it. I always bang my knees on the doorpost trying to get in, and trying to get behind the wheel. So I have to move it all back out of the way. What we've got looking forward to this week? Well, we've got a garden party at the Old Heale Manor tomorrow. We've got friends coming round and we're having a garden party. So there'll be copious amounts of drink and food. So we should have a jolly old time. Wednesday, what I'm going to do Wednesday I need to go. Actually, I need to go over and pick some spares up for the Hemi. and I need to do a service on it before I go away. I need to do an oil change on it before I go off on the Mammoth tour at the end of the month. We're off at the end of the month to do the North Coast 500, and we're going to combine that with John O'Rourke's to Land's End. And we're going to take 14 days to do it. The planning's done. I've pretty much worked out the places I'm going to. I've certainly worked out where I'm stopping. I'm going to be 9 days in the tent, and I'm going to be 3 days in hotels. And I need to space, and I've got those spaced out. So when I go to the hotels, it's a case of getting all the batteries and everything charged up for the old doobie what's it thingamabob, the cameras, to be able to, because I'm going to be doing another riding through history. Going to be riding through history again, so I'm going to visit some of the old historical type sites. For instance, Culloden Moor. I'm going to go on Royal Yacht Britannia. I'm going to Eden Camp. I'm going to the Russian Convoy Museum over on the west side of Scotland. And there'll be a few other places I'll drop in and see as well. Might even stop off at Gretna Green. But I won't be getting married. Definitely not. Been down that route before. The radio station's going well. Still tweaking it a little bit. Still adding content to it. So if you do get a chance to have a listen, it's the description's down in the Doobie What's It in the link is down in the description. Losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. But don't forget to smash the like button. It's nice to get one of them. Get a thumbs up. Now, I don't know whether you've seen it or not, but the other weekend I went to the Unite the Kingdom, Enough is Enough demonstration, for want of another word, at Portsmouth, Guildhall Square. Now that video that I popped up after, because I did the balance piece as a citizen journalist, has had almost 100,000 views. I know. Amazing, isn't it? Almost 100,000 views. And yeah, it was an interesting little day out, actually. There wasn't any trouble. Not much anyway. But the trouble was caused. You'll have to go and have a watch of the video because we cover it at the end. But there was a little bit of trouble, and it wasn't the Unite the Kingdom guys. I'll just put that out there. There was a counter protest, and I had a word with them, and they couldn't. Their argument doesn't stack up. But I should have asked them if they were taking a refugee themselves. And I'm almost 100% sure, so, well, I don't have the room. Or, that's if, well, go and watch the video. You'll see what I mean. when their argument didn't stack up. Try to get an argument was the challenge. To What else have we done? Well, not a lot. I've been busy doing a little bit of video editing and stuff like that recently. Last night we were over on HMS Victory in a senior HMS for an associate's evening. We were supposed to get a guided tour around the ship. Unfortunately, the young fella that was going to do it got his dates mixed up and it was his wedding anniversary, so he had to step aside. So we ended up doing a quiz, which was quite good. So that's always a good evening on Victory. So there you go. That's the state of the nation, as it were. But I have been enjoying myself recently. But there again, I always enjoy myself, you know that. So what have you guys been up to? Have you been up to anything good out there? Have you been taking part in great events? Talking of great events, next weekend, the bank holiday weekend, I'm going to the Ogre Motorcycle Club's festival up in, I think it's up near Swindon. Devizes rings a bell. Not quite sure where it is at the moment. But, no, it's at an airfield somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to that festival. That's the weekend before I go to Scotland. So what that will do is it will give us the opportunity to be able to just have a final checklist of make sure I've got all my monkeys and parrots, and how I load the bike up and what clothing and equipment I take. So from that point of view, it'll be good and it'll be interesting because I'll do a little bit of video in there as well, and I'll be able to put that up next week. Is it next week? I don't know. I'm losing the plot. It's not this week, it's the following week, and I'll drop it the following week before I go to Scotland. Does that make sense? Does that answer some questions? Did you have questions? If you've got a question, just stick it in. Say hello. Go on. There. Pop in the chat. Say hello, and I'll say hello back because I'm like that. But it's getting very warm in here. It's getting extremely warm. We're sat at 23 degrees. And it's probably about 28 in here. With all the lights in the studio. In the library. In the library at the Old Heale Manor. So, anyway, I've rattled on enough, I think. So, I'm going to call it... it's only Monday. It's only a Monday. When did the week start? So, watch out for the new series coming. The new series is all about the True Heroes Racing. And they are an immense bunch of people. And there'll be more information coming out as we go through. As I drop the interviews, there'll be information coming out there. So you'll have to keep an eye on it. Anyway, so until next week or whenever. Because I never know when I'm going to do it. I didn't get a chance to do it over the weekend because I was away. That's why I've popped on this evening to say hello and give you a quick update on what's been going on with myself, old Lord Heale. So until next time, you stay safe. Now, I used to have a saying, stay low, move fast, and watch where you put your feet. So until then, TTFN. Ta-da for now.